Hey folks, hope you're having a wonderful day. So, finally got a hand on some of these Wnba Prizm hanger boxes. Uh, Quick funny story. So I had literally driven all around my local area, hit like 5 or 6 WalMarts. Nothing. My area hadn't done a restock in quite some time, and I had started to branch out to further away and just having no luck. In fact, sometimes I would see there was a sticker there for the product and they were already gone. So it is what it is. But anyway, this week was a very long week because it was spring break here, and a lot of my coworkers went out of town with their families, and so including my boss, and so I spent a lot of time at the office this week, covering everybody, everybody's tasks. So it was a very long week. And long story short, on my way home, my wife called me and she was like, "Hey, can you go pick up our granddaughter?" And I was exhausted, and there was a huge storm coming, and I was like, and they live a decent bit away, and I was like, and so long story short, I arranged to pick her up in an area I don't normally go to, and I knew there was a Walmart there, and I hadn't been there in years. And so while I was waiting, I went in there just to see what kind of card selection they had, and lo and behold, on the shelf were 4 of these hanger boxes sitting there, and I was like, "Oh my goodness," what were the odds? Because I'll tell you, man, I had pretty much given up hope of finding these, and sure enough, there they were. So these were $16 a piece. So 4 was that $64, about $70. We're gonna open these bad boys up, and hopefully we'll pull something good. Hopefully these have 20 cards in there with 3 orange, white, and gold ice prisms. I'm hoping we pull something special, especially with Miss Caitlin Clark there. She's been pretty good to me with some of her previous cards, and I have some coming back from PSA pretty soon. So let's keep the ball rolling. So, but yeah, that's how I got these 4, and like I'm back to pretty much believing I probably won't see any more on the shelves, but I'm glad I was able to get a hold of some. I like the fact that these were only $16 as opposed to $25 at the was it football's doing, and WNBA. I think they're 22 this year. $16 is probably the best price in my opinion. That's just me. What do you guys think? All right. So with our first box, we have Maya, Alicia Gray, Gabby, Nia Coffee, Kalani Brown, Naira, Zaya Cook, and then Lainey Hamilton. All right. And then with our gold ice, we have Jalen Brown, Grace Berger, Celeste Taylor, and then we have a fractal of Courtney Vandersloot. And then we have a top tier of Brianna Stewart. And then we have a gold, disco of Dorka. Is this one numbered? It is not. I wasn't sure. Then we have a Jonquel Jones with the green. And then a silver, Lindsay Allen. Then Aaliyah Edwards once again. Lou Lopez. Dorka once again. And then Angel Reese at the very end. That's pretty cool. Alright, first box down. Not too bad, not too shabby. We have 3 more chances of hopefully pulling a Miss Clark. I mean, I won't deny it. That's who I'm chasing for, because the return on her cards are just so high. We have Miss Courtney again, Christy Tolliver, Aaliyah Edwards, Alana Beard, Alyssa Thomas, Aaliyah Boston, Ray Burrell, Cynthia Cooper. Then with the ice, we have Christy Tolliver once again. I have a card back here that's all got a crease in here or something. Christy Tolliver, Aaliyah Edwards, Alana Beard. The top tier, Aaliyah Boston. And that's a Pulsar. That's pretty cool. Is this one numbered? It is. Wow, look at that. 10 out of 70. Was it 18 out of 75, right? Yeah, it sure is. That is absolutely not the right Fever player I was looking for. If that had been Caitlin, that would have been absolutely insane. But we're going to sleeve her up anyway. Man. Alright, we have the fractal of Kelsey Mitchell. Timmy. Oh, look at that! We pulled something awesome. We pulled a green Caitlin. Now that is absolutely insane. That is absolutely awesome. Now the worst part about it is insanely off-center. Look at that. Way thick over here and way thin over here. So that is unfortunate. But you know what? We will take Miss Clark anyway. Maybe we'll sell it on ComC or something. But yeah. That would definitely not get a 10, unfortunately. Then we have a Mercedes Russell. Then we have a Alyssa Peely. Nika Mule. Some good rookies there. Tyasha Harris. And then last we have a Cameron Brink. And as I was saying earlier, there's something here on the back that's kind of sticking here. Oh, it was a little. So that box was just absolutely insane. We pulled a Pulsar, a green, Caitlin Clark. That box was top tier. I mean, I could probably sell that Caitlin Clark, even though it's off center, and make my money back. Anyway, I mean for the whole purchase, you know. Who knows? I might send it in anyway. Even a 9 could probably pull a couple of dollars. But man, that orange Pulsar, man, that would have been epic right there. Okay, third box. I'm absolutely hoping maybe I can run across some more in the future. I'm really digging that Wnba product. What do you guys think? Have you guys pulled anything cool? Let me know. Post in the comments below. Diana, Sabrina, Nika Mule again. She's showing up everywhere. Jalen, Jordan, Ezzy, Joyner, and Jade Melbourne. Then we have Maisha. That reminds me of that song, Another Bad Creation? It was Aisha, but that sounds similar. Megan. I know, I'm old. Tina Charles. And then we have a top tier. And then we have a Groovy of Lexi Hull. That's pretty cool. And then a Disco of Lisa Leslie. And then a green Rakia Jackson. And that was not as off-centered as Caitlin was, but still, that's still pretty cool. Then we have a Kayla McBride, Tisha, Alicia Clark, Kate Martin, and then lastly, Dawn Staley, who she took the SC team to the finals. All right, last box of this incredibly awesome rip. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. Have you guys found any of these hanger boxes out there? I'm hoping maybe, I'm hoping maybe Target will get a hold of some, like they did with the football hangers. That'd be pretty cool. I have way more luck with Target, especially at Target stores. Alright, last box Magic. Let's go. Camila Cardozo, Nika, Natasha Cloud, Victoria Vivians, Brianna Sabali, Haley Jones, and then Erica Wheeler. And then let's get to it. Then we have the gold, Elisa Peely. That's pretty cool. Nika Mule, she's showing up. Man, she's like been in every box, hasn't she, almost? Tyasha Harris. And then we have a fireworks, green fireworks. That's pretty cool. Of Cardoso once again. Is this one? It's not numbered, but still, that's looking pretty awesome there. And then we have Alexi Hull with the fever. And then we have Enrique with the disco. And then Sabrina once again with the green. And that one's, man, look at that one's off center as well. And then Refractor Silver Erica Wheeler. And then we'll finish this off. Sophie Cunningham, Aaliyah Edwards, Lou Lopez, and then our last card is Dorka, which I think we pulled her a couple of times earlier. So, man, I mean, I'm not going to complain. We had an absolutely awesome rip here, and I look at that. I mean, we pulled two awesome cards here, two awesome Fever players. We pulled the top tier Aaliyah Boston. That's numbered 18 out of 75. Very low numbered. Just not the Fever player we were looking for. If that was Ms. Caitlin, that would have been absolutely insane. But we did pull a Caitlin. We pulled a green one. Slightly off center. Well, not slightly, but definitely outside the parameters of PSA. So I'm guessing if I set this in, this will probably pull a 9 or an 8. But still, it's not a base card. It's definitely a... Well, you get what I mean. It's a green variant. So I could definitely, like I said, make a couple of dollars to pay for this whole rip right here. And so yeah, that was so I mean, such a blessing finding these. Especially, like I said, it was a long week, and but yeah, that is absolutely awesome. So guys, thanks so much for taking your time out to watch this video. What did you guys think? This was, but I still enjoy opening the WNBA. If I see more blaster boxes or hanger boxes, or if they have fat packs or mega boxes or anything coming out, I'm gonna keep ripping WNBA, because this, I mean, right now the WNBA Prizm product is way better than the men's, with the different variations and what have you. So yeah, anyway, that's enough out of me for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, hit that like button, and if you want to see more, we are on the road to 400 subscribers, not too far away. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and still doing a giveaway, and all you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on the video that's in the description below, and you're in. And once we hit 400 subscribers, I will select somebody at random. Alright, that's it for this video. Guys, thanks so much, and I'll catch you guys next time.